Tokyo Ghoul episode 6. That was a sad fucking episode, man. Like I usually um try to do these reviews in a somewhat upbeat manner and just be like, holy shit, it's awesome. But this episode was sad as shit though, man. It put me in a foul mood. Not foul as in I'm mad at the world, but foul as in it saddened me to watch that episode, man. That was sad as shit to me because of the whole, racial aspect of it and the whole love of the family aspect of it, though, man. Because there's a lot of racial tension in this fucking series, and that kind of messed me up to see. I was just like, damn, that messed me up. But the episode starts off back in the church sort of place that Shu has Kimmy and Nishiki's there, Toka, and Toka is, she bit Kaneki so that she can get her power back, and she attacks Shu, and they have a fight, and Toka is kind of back to how she used to be with her power, and she kind of, whoops off in Shu's ass, and I never had a problem with the censorship until this episode. That pissed me off. It looked like she split his head kind of down this way and his body. You know what I'm saying? I'm only assuming it's down this way as well as the rest of his body, and they completely blurred it out by having a white fucking flash in the episode. That pissed me off. The censorship never really bothered me until now. That was too much. You know what I'm saying? Like that white blur took up the whole entire left side, the left corner of my computer. That annoyed me. That was uncalled for. That was ridiculous. Okay, if you're gonna blur it out, they could have blurred him out. They could have blurred just a white line out. Matter of fact, they could have pixelated the blur. I would have been fine with a pixelated blur. Even though that's old school, I would have been fine with that censorship, the pixelation. But don't do this. That's ridiculous. That annoyed me. That really did annoy me. But they defeat Shu, and Toka goes in to kill Kimmy because she knows about Kaneki and she knows about Nishiki, so she just kind of like, well, I can't leave you alive. And then, Kaneki says, well, if this was your friend, what would you do? I'm pretty sure you wouldn't just go and kill her. Like, Kimmy to Nishiki is what Hide is to me, so don't do this. And then she has her power activated, and Kimmy comments that it's cute. She said, oh, how cute. Yeah, or how pretty, I'm sorry. And that kind of stuns Toka a bit, and she just goes away, and she leaves her alive. So I was just kind of like, okay, at least she left her alive. At least she left her alive, so that was a good thing. But then after this, though, we get the sadder part of the episode, which was the Hanami plot of the story. We find out that guy Jason, he also is a ghoul, and I don't know exactly what those pliers do, but Hanami's father is some type of way working for Jason. I forgot what his real name was. It began with a Y. Can't remember what his name was. He got a weird looking fucking face, though. I'm not gonna lie, he got a weird fucking face. He's gonna be a dangerous person in the future. I can already tell. So, it turns out that Hinami's father works for this guy some type of way. I don't know exactly what he's doing for him. Some type of research, I'm assuming. Maybe he's an inventor or something. I don't know, but he works for this guy Jason, and he's missing his family and all that type of stuff, and Hanami's missing her dad, and that causes her and her mom to fight. They have a little falling out, and in this episode we see that Hanami's father is killed. He's murdered, you know what I'm saying, by Mado and what was the other guy's name? Jesus. It was Mado and, let me look it up because it pissed me off now. What is that guy's name, guys? Why am I so bad at this shit? Oh man, why am I so bad at this? The guy who looks like Uncle Ruckus to me. Let's see. His name is... Okay, he is. Yeah, okay, he's Mondo, and the other guy is Amon. I don't know why I can't remember that shit. Yeah, so those two guys kill Hanami's father, but it was only because Hanami's father was weakened by this Jason guy. And Jason also fought with Amon and Mondo. He's just like, I'm going to fight you for 2 minutes. I have to give compliments to the show right then and there, because when he said that shit, I went back and looked. It was 2 minutes. It was 2 minutes of that episode's time that went by in between the time when they first showed up and they had the little skirmish and when Jason finally left. So I'll give them compliments on that. That was 2 minutes. That was awesome. But yeah, man, Hanami's father is killed, and I was just like, holy shit, like, this is what the basis of their argument is, and now the man is dead, and they don't know it, you know what I'm saying, like, he's dead now. Oh. I was like, he's dead now, man, so that's sad as shit, right? And then Hanami and her mother make up, and Toka's feeling depressed about her situation, whatever, but the main plot line was that Hanami and her mother, as soon as they made up and they were having happy moments, I knew something bad was going to happen. I just knew it. I knew something bad was going to happen. I was just like, no, this is not going to end well for either one of them, because they are both too happy right now. They're both too happy. And Hanami asks her mother to buy her a book. So they go out to the town and they buy a book or whatever. They're just out enjoying each other's time. And they said something. Now he's kind of like, I know this is a premonition right here. He says, look like we're going to get a storm our way, or something like that. He made an allusion to the weather, and it started to rain outside, but it's also a storm brewing within this district, within this particular ward. So I was just kind of like, this is not going to bode well for these guys, man. Oh, this shit is sad. And then we see two like detective looking guys who are trying to gather information. Hanami's mother notices this and turns away to try to, go home, give these guys a slip. But then Hanami notices that she smells her father's scent. And she runs towards where the scent is, and it's an alleyway, and there's Amon and Mondo, and they both have their power activated. I forgot what they called those things. I think they called them Quin-Q or Q-Kin or something like that. Q-Kin. Something like that. They have those activated or whatever, man, and they like want to ask Hanami's mom some questions or whatever, man. And as soon as I saw this shit, I was just like, yeah, Hanami's mom is gonna die. You know what I'm saying? They didn't show it in this episode, but I'm pretty sure she's gonna die. You know, especially because she said run away. She activates her power, and it kind of looks like Aizen's wings a little bit, but they extend and they wrap around her in a bit, and she is talking to her daughter while they cocoon the side of this thing, and she just like, hey, run away. Go to Anteku, and I'll meet you there. As soon as she said this, I was just like, nah, she's not going to meet her there. She's going to fight these guys long enough to where they can't pursue her daughter. You know what I'm saying? So I was just like, holy shit, like, this is not going to end well at all. I can already tell this is going to end badly. And she runs away. She heads towards Anteku, and we keep seeing Kaneki is walking down the street as well, and Hanami's running desperately, asking anyone to help her mom. She's just asking anybody for help, She's just desperately pleading to the world for help. She says, big sis, referring to Toka, big bro, referring to Kaneki. And then she falls, and she leaves her book and everything, and she falls, and we see that she fell, and she kind of looks up, and she says, Okasan, which is, mom. And then Kaneki looks up, and he kind of is like that. So I don't know if he ran into her. I'm thinking that, I don't know if this is in exact real time between him walking out and her running down the street. Seems like it is because it's still raining or whatever. But I don't know what location he's in, but it seemed like he might have, I'm assuming by the look on his face it wasn't her. It looked like he would have been more alarmed if it had been her. So maybe it's just the bag with that book that he ran into. You know what I'm saying? That he's walking past, Maybe not. Maybe he did run into her. I don't know. But that's how this episode ends, man. That shit, like I said, it put me in a sour sort of mood, man. That's why I gotta watch Zakayo no Terror. Maybe that'll lift me up. But this episode, I'm just like, God, I feel so bad for this girl, Hanami. I feel so bad for these characters, though, man, because of the racial tension, though, man. Being a ghoul, because most of them seem like they just want to live normal lives. They don't want to, they don't want to really bring any harm to people. But they have to survive. And it's just like, if it's a sin to be that, then why were they even made in the first place? You see what I'm saying? So this is kind of like, that's bad for them though, man. But let me know what you guys thought about this shit though, man. Tokyo Ghoul episode 6, man. I thought it was awesome. You know what I'm saying? I thought it was a real sad episode, but at the same time it was real actiony. I like the fight between Toka and Shu in the beginning. I like the fact that Nishiki is a part of Anteiku now. I like that. Let me know what you guys thought about it though, man. Batch Stampede, gone.